Hi everyone, welcome to SAS program in 90 days. So we continue with the session with the SAS via. So today is a day 14. So so we are exploring the SAS visual analytics, explore and visual feature in the SAS via. So start by understanding the different types of analytics first. So first of all, we have three types of analytics: descriptive analytics, predictive analytics, and the perspective analysis. So what is the descriptive analysis? So descriptive analytics looks at a data statically to tell you what happened in the past. These can be in the form of visualization like graph, charts, and reports or dashboard. So what we are doing in this descriptive analytics, we are summarize the historical data, visualization, dashboard, and we are creating some report generation. And example for the descriptive statics performance of SAS company in 2021. So let's suppose this is work on the historical data or the current data. Let's suppose you have the past data that you have. So on that particular data we are doing some descriptive analysis. We are checking the performance of the last year. Okay, so or the current year. So you have the all data of the current year, so you can explore the performance. Okay, next is a predictive analysis. So this is very important. Predictive analytics we are doing in this as very frequently, or in the any programming language we are doing the predictive analytics. So what is a predictive analytics? Predictive analytics take the historical data, feeds into a machine learning model that consider key trends and the patterns what will happen in the future. Okay, so what we are doing the forecasting. What is a forecasting? Forecasting is, let's suppose, the weather forecast. In the weather forecast we will see the previous historical data. On that particular data we will predict in the coming year 2021 22 that the rain will be happening in the June and July and the other things. So we are predicting the future trends according to the historical trends. According to the historical, we are predicting the future. So that is a forecasting. So predict the future events. Machine learning, we are using the machine learning and deep learning algorithms and the AI, artificial intelligence. Example for the sales of SAS company 2022. So we are predicting this sales will be this because we have the current sale of 2021. So we will predict the 2022. Okay, next is a perspective analytics. So what is a perspective analytics? Perspective analytics is predict data to the next level. Now that you have an idea of what will likely happen in future, what should I do? Okay, so you know about the future. Okay, what action to be taken to achieve the predicted results? Basically we can say or suggest action or possible results. Let's suppose a self-driving car is an example of perspective analytics, because we have the future trends, we have the forecast data, and we are predicting the results according to the previous historical data. With the predictive analytics we are calculating the current one. Okay, possible results. Okay, so why I spoken about the three all these analytics, because today we are doing the decision tree. So in the decision tree we are using the in this as visual data mining and machine learning has a three based predictive modeling techniques. Okay, in these three of them we are using the predictive modeling techniques. First is decision modeling, forests, and the gradient boosted trees. Okay, so this is a three types of trees we have. Okay, so we are using the predictive modeling techniques in these visualizations in these. Okay, so So tree based model are used for handling the category. So why we are using the tree based models in the any programming language? Okay, so for handling of categorical variables. So if you have the category variables, you can handle with this tree flow structure. Okay, handling of missing values or unknown values. Okay, so you have some missing values or unknown levels, so you can handle with this detection of non-linear relationship. So you can also check the relationship in the data. Okay, non-linear data relationships if you have, and visualization interpretations in the decision trees. Okay, so how to create a decision tree? So let's see how we will create. Okay, so let's suppose I this is my SAS via. Okay, so let's coming to the home screen. Okay, this is my home screen in the SAS via. Okay, so whenever you are opening the SAS via, so they will be show the SAS type and share collaboration. And now you need to click on the left inside, and analytical life cycle is there. Then we have the explore and visualize. Okay, I click on the explore and the visualize. Okay, so I click on the explore and visualize. Now we have in the left hand side we have data, objects, suggest, outlines, and the review. Okay, so first of all we need to explore data. We need to add our data. Okay, so we are adding data with the this sign add data. Okay, so I click here, then I'm adding the bank customers. Okay, so I click on the bank customers, then okay. So right now I have data in my visualization tool. Okay, so now they will be show the all the category of my data account, all the variables names, measures, and the aggregated measures are there. Okay, so I'm going into the objects tab. After the data we have the object tabs. I click on the objects. Next, in the last, if you coming into the SAS visual statics, in the SAS visual statics we have the decision tree. I click on the decision trees. You need to drag it or you need to double click. Okay, so I double click on that particular ones. Now you can see the automatically one decision tree is drawing. Okay, now they're saying assign a data. Okay, so you can assign data here, else you need to go into the in the right hand side roles. Okay, I click on the roles. Okay, when I click on the roles, now you can see here we have three things are there: response, predictors, and the uh, partition id. Okay, so what is a response and what is a partition id? So click on the right side panel and specify the variable response variables. Just specify at least variables will be for the predictive, or one variable for prediction, and optionally you can specify the partition id also. Okay, so response, let's suppose in this data I'm using the response as a income. Okay, so I have the source income here, hh income. Okay, because I want to do some analysis on my income and account and related to the, so this is data about the users. So let's suppose I have many users. I have full-time users and the part-time job candidate job persons. Okay, so so I want to analyze what they will be maximum whom will be opening account in the bank. Okay, so first I did dragged the data into the in the response into hh income. Then I'm using the status. This is the status. Okay, yeah, I put it into the predictors. Okay, now you can see here we have the we have some decision tree. In this decision tree, what they are showing us, they're showing us some okay, they're showing us some status. Okay, this is about the average income. Okay, so what is the average income is there. Okay, so now the ASC is showing. So ASC is basically is a average squared error, the sum of the errors divided by the number of observation. I'm clicking on the observed average. Okay, this is my observed average is 47,874 is a income of average. Okay, for all full timer and the part timer. Okay, now you can see here what they're showing us. Now if you click on this key, now you can see restore options. Now you can see here node ID, they will be shown node 0 1 2. Node 0 means is the parent one, and 1 and 2 is a child. Okay, so parent ID is 1 here, and this is a dependent one. So they showing as a class is that is a total, that parent is a total observation in my data is 483. Then they showing the parent, in the child one we have the 148, and one we have 335. Okay, so what they showing, this is the rent or missing. Okay, and this is the own. Okay, so that will be show. Okay, this is showing the resident status. Okay, let's change into the job status. Okay, so I changed into job status. Now you can see here we have 349 observations. Okay, 349 is what they're showing the job status. Okay, full time we have 7 to full time we have full time or missing we have 48 1,202. Okay, 48,202. And this is for the full time and the missing. And the part time, the job status employed, we have the customers that have the 45,000 average income. Okay, and in this you can change as a count or percentage. Let's suppose I change it into the percentage. In the percentage they will be show according data into the percentage. Let's suppose if you want data into the count, so you can click on the count, they will be shown the count. Okay, next in the variable importance, now you can see here the variable importance is going 0 to 400 8,800. Okay, now you need to click on the leave statics. If you click on the leave statics, they will be show according to the leave statics. Let's suppose what is a leave status. First will be show this is for the full time or missing. Full time employee have the average income is 48,202, and the average and the part timer have the income is 45,124. Okay, and this is in the below, they showing the job status. This is for the full time and this is for the part time. Part time is 2 and 1 is for the full time. Okay, and this is showing the predicted average and observed average. Okay, predicted average is going the here to 48,000 is a maximum one. Okay, and if you want the detail view, in the detail view now they will be showing the n missing values. So how many missing values are there? Okay, predicted values. What is the predicted values of the total 47 348 is the predicted values for both full time or part time. If you want to see the predicted values of the full time is 48,000, and for the 45,000, and this is the average of the both one. Okay, and in the above we have the detailed view of decision tree, but we are seeing income wise, and the observation is used 483. Okay, so this is how we are doing, how we are creating the decision tree in the SAS via. Okay, and how we are using this. You can easily add this in your report, and you can create it. Okay, so this is how we are creating the decision tree uh, in the SAS via. And also, if you see the create a pipeline, so you can create a pipeline, you can add in the pipeline, so what you step you have done. Okay, then this is for getting the pipeline. You need to want add a new project or existing project you have, you are adding that. After that, after this analysis, I'm creating these decision trees. Okay, that pipeline you can create. Okay, if you want to change this decision tree to another analysis, you can do automated explanations. So let's suppose I click on the automated. uh, okay, so now they automatically explain about the HH income. So what is the characteristic of HH income? HH income is the range of 8k to 203k, and the average of HH income is 47k. The most cases is 386.42. So this is a detailed view that is showing when we click on the automated explanation. So, and the HH income between 15,000 k to 87k. The state best differentiates the highest of top 10 percentage, and the lowest is a bottom 10 HH income cases. There are the 18 cases that might be outlined with the HH income is above 127k. Okay, so this is the detail view, and this is the detail analysis automatically created by the SAS via. Okay, you doesn't need to do anything. Okay, automatically they will be show according to your prediction values, because I put it the HH income in the predictions. Okay, now they will be showing state wise. Also you can see the income. This is the state wise income. Okay, and if you want to see about the detail view, here we have the uh, about the report. Okay, the automated report about the HH income. Screen factors are there. Okay, so this is about the screening results, relative importance. Okay, the customers state we have. Okay, customer ID, occupations, lifestyle. So everything they will be detailed in this view. Okay, so this is called the automated explanations. Okay, so let back to the decision tree. Okay, so okay, so this is all about the decision tree, how we are creating the decision tree, how we are seeing the automated analysis with the SAS via. Thank you guys.